Hey there everyone, I promised to put together the highlights from the seminar last week, so here it is. It's not going to be as long as the seminar was, but I've put in the key bits that most people are interested in, so I'll circulate this. Firstly, I just want to say thank you to everyone who turned up. It was a really sunny evening and I appreciate that, some of you travelled quite far, including Nottingham, so thanks for giving up your time. And I would welcome any feedback that you've got from the event. Okay, so just briefly, I'm just going to tell you my story. I'm going to show you a few of the key features of Facebook and LinkedIn, and I'm going to show you how to generate leads for your own business using the new method I've established using LinkedIn, which most people are interested in at the moment. Okay, so my story so far. So I'm a tax advisor by trade. I've been working in the tax industry for over 10 years now. I'm a fully qualified tax advisor. And I decided over 2 years ago now that I'd set up my own tax company, which is what I did. So I joined a local networking group where called BNI, where most people meet every week to generate leads and pass referrals. And it became apparent in that group that not many people were using social media correctly to generate leads for their businesses. So I saw a real opportunity there to help people. So basically what I did is I asked people in the room whether they need some help with social media and could I work with them on a one-to-one basis, on a guinea pig basis, to see whether I could help them generate leads. And that's what I did. So my first client was a printer and I managed to get him about 6 leads in just the first hour of work in his account. So that's my company as well. We want leads, and the rest is history, as they say. And then last year in October, I gave birth to Evie. So most of my work revolves around working around my daughter now. Here are just some examples of names that I've worked with. So these are people that I've either connected to via LinkedIn, via Facebook on a completely cold basis, or I've introduced them to some of the clients that I've worked for as well. Okay, so here's some high-level reasons why you should use Facebook. The main reason is because it's free mainly to use. Most people spend on average 40 minutes a day on it, so you're going to get a lot of traffic. Every 15 minutes there are over 49 million posts, so that's a lot of eyes on your business and your opportunity. And there are 1.19 billion active users on Facebook worldwide. Facebook also generates a lot of revenue as well, so it's where people go a lot of the time. So if you can think about it as an exposure platform. Okay, I'm not going to go over this too much. This was a case study that I ran in the actual session to kind of give a high-level review of the kind of ways you can use Facebook to generate leads for a product-based business. What I'll do is I'll put the slides on my blog so you can access them there. And this was a case study, I'll go into this in a bit more detail, of basically how you can use Facebook to generate leads. And this is what I do. So I'm going to tell you the step-by-steps I go through to generate leads for my businesses. So I've got a page and I've got a group. And you can link your pages and your groups to your own profile. Now, the pages and the groups don't necessarily have to be about the company. So, for example, I've got a group called Louise Haitley Attraction Marketing. So it's all about how to generate leads using social media, which is what I do, is I train and coach people how to generate leads for their own businesses. You can also use groups and pages to search for people who may be interested in what you have to do, and I'll show you that briefly here. So there's a really good, I just see Facebook as a massive tool for accessing people basically. It's a massive database, so here you can look for people who might be interested in your group and your offering. So I've just typed in the word entrepreneur there. You can type in things like business owner. You can type things in like self-employed. There's all kinds of opportunities. You can also type in names of places as well. So, for example, I live in Ulster. What you can do is you can search for groups, and and then the groups that are local to you come up. So if it's locality you're after, a geography of a certain area, then you can look for people there. And then setting up a page and setting up a group is really easy to do. So if you go to your home page at the top there, and down here, create page or create group. Now I tend to use a page for promoting something, or I tend to use a group for providing information about the opportunity. So it just depends what you're looking to use it for, and if you need any tips on that, then give me a shout. I also post in other local groups for customers as well. So, as I've shown you, you can join groups. Now, if you're going to join groups, I would only join 10 to 12 groups a day, because Facebook can block you. And you can also search for people who are looking for you. So you can use hashtags and all kinds of things in Facebook as well as you can do like social media platforms like Twitter. Okay, you can run competitions. They work really well to get likes to your page, and seminars and webinars work really well as well on Facebook. Also, don't underestimate, I'll put a point there, learning how to run a business and sharing your knowledge. So some of the posts that I put on Facebook are about how people can build their business, speaking directly to my target audience. And branding yourself as well. So I'm not talking about fancy logos. I'm talking about letting people see who you are as a brand. People always ask me what time of day should I post. So I always think before 8 o'clock or after about 8:30 at night are the best times of day to post. Your audience aren't going to be on Facebook 100% of the time. They're going to be working, they're going to be doing family time, they're going to be doing bits and bobs. So you need to capture them when they're mainly online. What should I post? This is another question I get. So allow people to get to know the real you. So as well as posting about your business, make sure you also post about the fun things that you do and let people into your life, because people buy from people. That's a fact. Also, make sure you are relating to your target audience as well and speaking directly to them. A lot of people on Facebook are trying to be a little bit clever and a little bit cute on advertising, but in actual fact, people just want to know the end goal. If you're selling a product that helps a certain issue, then talk about that, show them a review, show them the end goal. If it's a business where you can earn money, show them how much money you can earn. It's showing them exactly what they want to know. And finally, I've put there, think about your why. So why do you do what you do? A lot of the very successful business people and entrepreneurs are people who can tell fantastic stories. So don't be ashamed or afraid to let people know why you do what you do. LinkedIn. Okay, so LinkedIn is a very underused tool for what it's meant to be. So a lot of people have this preconception that LinkedIn is just a tool to put your CV on there. So, it's where people like bankers and accountants just put CVs on for jobs. It's not true. So I use LinkedIn lots months and months ago to help me with my tax business and also my social media business, and then I parked it because I was getting to grips with Facebook. So for the last 7 months I've been using Facebook in its entirety, but for the last 2 weeks prior to the seminar I thought, because it's a self-contained project, I would use it and I would show you the results. So there I've just put some high-level reasons why you should use LinkedIn, and you can have a look at those on the slides when I circulate those. So there are 3 stages to use on LinkedIn. So first one is planning. So this is really, really key. So plan who you want to speak to. So drill it down by, area, location, drill it down into job title, drill it down into postcode, what type of interest has this person got. So the more specific you can be, the better. Connecting and engaging them is a big thing on LinkedIn, and I'll show you how to do that properly. And then profit, that's where we all want to be. So just an overview of this system, and I'll show you briefly how it works. So Prior to the seminar, 2 weeks prior to the seminar, I ranked in the top 11%. So that's not bad considering I've not used LinkedIn for about 6 months. And then by using this simple tool, I ranked in the top 1%. So I'm number 15 now. So, out of all my connections, I'm number 15 viewed out of over 3,000. I also had over 80 people connect to me just in 2 weeks. And these are people in my chosen area or target market that I want to speak to. And I'll show you briefly how it works here. So basically, and the profile is really, really important, by the way. You need to make sure that's right before you even use this tool. And what you want to do is you want to make sure your headline speaks to your audience. So here, something that will save someone time, bother, or money is going to get you the most amount of interest. And then once you've got your profile and you've got this headline correct, what you want to do is I can share the tool with you, but it's as simple as this. So you click on this advanced search button, and then what you do is you search for your target market. So for me, it was people with business development in their postcode, in their job title, and then postcode, I was looking for people who were local to me. So, people who could attend the seminar. And then all you have to do is click auto visit. So with this tool, what it does, it goes through automatically and it views the people's profiles that's within your target market. And then what it does, when someone logs in, it will flag to them that you've looked at your profile. See here, look, 14 people have viewed your profile. And then hopefully what will happen, because you've got your profile set up speaking directly to your target market, and you've got this headline here that's speaking directly to your audience, people are going to connect with you. So I've got another 3 connection requests here and some messages from people who have seen my profile. So that's worked really well for me. So as I said, I've had over 80 people connect with me just from running up this tiny little program every night. So, I'll show you the numbers I've had. So I've had 388 profile reviews in 1 week. And then a week I didn't use it as much, 179. So still getting those profile reviews and I'm still ranking pretty high. Let's see where it is this morning. Okay, it's been a little bit slow. What I'll do is I'll leave that to run. What I've done is I've put up some introductory step-by-step instructions here of how to use it. So you can use the video, you can use my step-by-step instructions, and I'll put these on my blog for you. I've put in a statistic about following up. 80% of sales are made on the 5th to 12th contract. So make sure you follow up and make sure you keep a diary of follow-ups as well and a system to follow up as well. Okay, so another thing I wanted to speak to you about was networking. So I joined the network marketing industry last year purely because I'm a tax advisor by trade and also a social media coach. So for me, it was a no-brainer. It was an audience that were hungry and ready and waiting for both tax advice and social media advice. I couldn't see many other people kind of targeting this industry. So I decided to join a company and get to grips with the whole industry. So around the world, there are something like 50 million network marketing distributors. Most of them have come from a background that they don't have marketing skills. They need help from a social media point of view. They need help with business. They need help running a business generally. And for me, it works really well. I've got in front of this audience that I wouldn't usually, and I'm also earning money. So I wanted to just share with you business that I've recently joined. It's my 2nd month of joining. It's called Lifetree World. Basically, you don't have to sell anything. You buy your grocery shop via Lifetree World rather than online via Tesco's or whatever, and then you get paid. You get paid in a number of ways. So the bonuses range from £200 a month to £50,000 per month. You also get residual income and cashback as well, and other incentives. And this is my 2nd month and I've already close to my £750 per month bonus. And these are finally just some services we can provide. So if you need any help, get in touch.